Welcome to Owl the Storyteller. You need to hear this if you're a fashion enthusiast. The Georgian and Regency periods, spanning from 1714 to 1830, witnessed a dramatic shift in fashion trends. These eras were characterized by a fascinating evolution in clothing styles, reflecting the broader social, political, and technological changes of the time. This era was a time of great upheaval and change, marked by revolutions, industrial advancements, and evolving social norms. The Industrial Revolution brought about significant technological advancements, while the French and American revolutions challenged existing power structures and societal norms. These historical currents had a profound influence on the way people dressed, from the elaborate gowns of the Georgian court to the simpler yet equally stylish garments of the Regency era. The Georgian period was known for its opulence and grandeur, with women wearing wide panniers and men donning elaborate frock coats. This period witnessed the reign of 4 King George, followed by the Regency period under King George IV. Each monarch's reign brought subtle shifts in fashion, reflecting their personal tastes and the broader cultural trends of their time. The French Revolution, a pivotal event of the late 18th century, sent shockwaves across Europe, including the world of fashion. The revolution led to a rejection of the extravagant styles associated with the French aristocracy, paving the way for more democratic and accessible fashion trends. In response to the extravagance of the French aristocracy, a new emphasis on simplicity and classical ideals emerged. The Regency era embraced these ideals, with women adopting high-waisted, flowing dresses inspired by ancient Greek and Roman styles, and men favoring more understated, tailored clothing. The Industrial Revolution, gaining momentum in the late 18th century, also played a crucial role in shaping fashion. The advent of new manufacturing processes and technologies revolutionized the textile industry, making fabrics and clothing more affordable and accessible to a broader segment of the population. New manufacturing processes and technologies made fabrics and clothing more accessible to a wider range of people. This democratization of fashion allowed individuals from different social classes to express themselves through their clothing, leading to a more diverse and dynamic fashion landscape. This period marked a turning point in the history of fashion, laying the foundation for the trends and styles that would follow. The innovations and changes of the Georgian and Regency periods set the stage for the modern fashion industry, influencing the way we think about clothing and personal style to this day. The French Revolution, a period of radical social and political upheaval, had a profound impact on fashion trends. The extravagant styles favoured by the French aristocracy, with their opulent fabrics, elaborate ornamentation, and towering hairstyles, came to be seen as symbols of excess and inequality. In the wake of the revolution, there was a conscious rejection of such ostentatious displays of wealth. A new aesthetic emerged, one that valued simplicity, naturalness, and a return to classical ideals. This shift in fashion reflected the changing social and political landscape as ideas of equality and democracy gained traction. Women abandoned their restrictive corsets and voluminous panniers in favour of loose-fitting, flowing gowns inspired by ancient Greek and Roman garments. White became the colour of choice, symbolising purity and virtue. The French Revolution marked a turning point in fashion history, ushering in an era of simplicity and understated elegance. The Georgian period, spanning the reigns of King George I through King George IV, was characterized by a distinctive fashion sense that reflected the opulence and grandeur of the era. This period, which lasted from 1714 to 1830, saw significant changes in fashion, architecture, and culture, all of which were influenced by the monarchs who ruled during this time. Both men and women of the upper classes adorned themselves in elaborate attire, showcasing their wealth and status through their clothing. The fashion of the Georgian era was not just about looking good, it was about making a statement. The intricate designs and luxurious materials used in their clothing were a testament to their social standing and affluence. For women, the silhouette was defined by a cone-shaped waist achieved through tight-lacing corsets. These corsets were often uncomfortable, but they were essential for achieving the desired body shape. The tight-lacing corsets pulled in the waist and pushed up the bust, creating a dramatic and elegant silhouette that was highly sought after during this period. Full, flowing skirts, often worn over wide hoops or panniers, added to the dramatic effect. These skirts were not only voluminous, but also intricately designed, with layers of fabric and embellishments that made them stand out. The use of hoops and panniers helped to create a wide, structured shape that was both fashionable and impressive. Luxurious fabrics like silk, satin, and velvet were de rigueur, often embellished with intricate embroidery, lace, and ribbons. These materials were chosen not only for their beauty, but also for their ability to showcase the wearer's wealth. The detailed embroidery and lacework added an extra layer of sophistication and elegance to the garments. Men of the Georgian era were equally fashion-conscious. They took great pride in their appearance and spent a considerable amount of time and money on their clothing. Fashion for men during this period was about more than just clothing. It was about expressing one's personality and status. They favoured elaborately embroidered waistcoats, breeches, and frock coats, often in rich jewel tones. These garments were not only stylish, but also practical, allowing for ease of movement while still looking elegant. The use of rich colours and intricate embroidery helped to set the men of the Georgian era apart from those of other periods. Wigs were an essential part of a gentleman's attire, powdered and styled to perfection. These wigs were often made from human hair and were carefully maintained to ensure they looked their best. The style and quality of a wig could say a lot about a man's social standing and personal taste. The Georgian era was a time of extravagant fashion, where clothing served as a powerful symbol of social standing and refinement. The elaborate designs, luxurious materials, and attention to detail all contributed to a fashion culture that was both opulent and sophisticated. This period left a lasting impact on the world of fashion, influencing styles and trends for years to come. The Regency era, coinciding with the regency of George IV, witnessed a fascinating transition in fashion. This period, spanning from 1811 to 1820, was marked by significant social, political, and cultural changes that were reflected in the clothing styles of the time. While the period initially embraced the simpler styles born out of the French Revolution, it gradually evolved towards a more opulent and romantic aesthetic. The early years saw a preference for minimalism, with clean lines and understated elegance dominating the fashion scene. Early Regency fashion was characterized by its emphasis on simplicity and classical influences. Inspired by the ancient Greeks and Romans, the clothing of this era often featured draped fabrics and a natural silhouette, which was a stark contrast to the structured and ornate styles of the previous Georgian period. Women favoured high-waisted, flowing gowns made of lightweight fabrics like muslin and cotton. These gowns, with their empire waistlines, allowed for greater freedom of movement and comfort, which was a significant departure from the restrictive clothing of earlier times. These dresses, often referred to as chemise dresses, were inspired by ancient Greek and Roman garments, and were a far cry from the restrictive corsets and heavy fabrics of the previous era. The chemise dress, with its loose fit and simple design, became a symbol of the new, more relaxed approach to fashion. As the Regency period progressed, however, there was a gradual return to more elaborate styles. The influence of Romanticism began to make its mark, and fashion started to reflect a more decorative and ornate sensibility. The waistline lowered, sleeves became more voluminous, and richer fabrics like silk and velvet made a comeback. This shift was partly influenced by the growing prosperity of the time, which allowed for more luxurious materials to be used in clothing. Intricate embroidery, lace trimmings, and decorative accessories gained popularity, adding a touch of opulence to the prevailing simplicity. Accessories such as bonnets, gloves, and shawls became essential elements of a fashionable ensemble, further enhancing the overall look. The evolution of Regency fashion is a testament to the dynamic nature of style and how it adapts to the changing times. From the simplicity of the early years to the opulence of the later period, Regency fashion remains a fascinating chapter in the history of clothing.
Absolutely. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content like this. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating quality videos. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community. Remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Your support keeps us going.